Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel that have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So somebody needs to know that their acts of kindness doesn't go to waste. I feel like that somebody, just doesn't need to get weary in well doing. It's giving me the energy, like somebody, shows acts of kindness, to people, and there could be some people, that they just kind of, take those acts of kindness for weakness. Somebody needs to know, that they are going to, be blessed, for those acts of kindness. That's why somebody needs to know that, no act of kindness, is wasted. But I feel like that there could be, somebody or some people, that could be, learning lessons about, taking acts of kindness, for granted, taking acts of kindness, as somebody's weakness. Because being kind is a strength, being able to, love unconditionally is a strength. Being able, to be, positive, is a strength. And so I feel like that somebody needs to know, that through their acts of kindness, they're showing their strength. So those, that, take, the acts of kindness that somebody shows as weakness, it's just showing, their weakness. So let's hop in and see what's going on. Holy Spirit. This is the going back and forth. This could have something to do, with like a home, So there could be somebody, that somebody, is allowed to, stay with them, And, this person, like they take it, it's like, well, I can just, keep going back and forth, and they're not going to say anything, It's giving me, like entitlement. So be aware, of people, that feel like that they're entitled, This is, entitled, to acts of kindness. Because we're supposed to, be kind, but at the same time, we're not just supposed to be doormats. We're not just supposed to lay down, and let people walk all over us. So I feel like somebody needs to be aware, because there could be somebody, that wants somebody, to go back and forth with them, There's somebody, that, they want some type of argument, It's giving me, going back to the example, So somebody tells somebody, look, you just can't be, coming back and forth, Either you stay or you go. And so somebody, they want to, be the master of justification as to why, they should be able to, go back and forth. Or, they want to, deflect, as to, why they're going back and forth. Or, they want to, blame it on, you. Well, if it wasn't for you, telling me to get up, and get a job and, help pay bills, then maybe I wouldn't go back and forth, And so, I just feel like that somebody just needs to, be aware of, going back and forth. This is giving me, enough said, whatever, somebody says, the sentence ends in period, ain't no going back and forth. But somebody wants somebody to go back and forth. This is also giving me too, a relationship, so, the relationship, today it's on, tomorrow it's off, today it's on, tomorrow it's off, or like a friendship, and I feel like, it's time, to, dead it, Or, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, like they're doing that. And so that could be why somebody, you know, wants somebody to go back and forth, you know. It's giving me, yeah, like somebody, you know, wants, you know, like somebody to feed their ego, or somebody, you know, wants, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, to, yeah, like put a lot of energy, you know, like into going back and forth, so that, you know, like somebody's day won't be productive, or, you know, so that, you know, yeah, like somebody will feel drained. So be aware. There's an earth sign involved: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or yeah, there's one involved. At the bottom of the deck, we got basket case. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they're a basket case and they want somebody, you know, to, yeah, like go back and forth. It's kind of giving me, yeah, like misery loves company, you know. So don't be the company of misery. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. We got Pandora's box. So somebody, you know, yeah, like his, you know, like already tried, you know, to get somebody to go back and forth. Or, you know, this is like somebody, you know, that, yeah, going back to, you know, like the friendship example, the relationship example, you know, thinking, you know, that, you know, it could be on today, off tomorrow. Yeah, they definitely, yeah, could have opened Pandora's box. But this is also, too, yeah, like releasing. So releasing some energy, releasing some feelings and emotions, you know, releasing, you know, people, you know, that, yeah, like want to go back and forth, or releasing people, you know, that, yeah, they're on today, off tomorrow. So somebody, you know, yeah, could be, you know, in the process of releasing, you know, those kind of energies, or yeah, somebody needs to. Yeah, so that somebody, you know, could have real love. This is one of the real love cards. But it goes back to, yeah, acts of kindness, you know, showing acts of unconditional love, showing acts of peace. Give me another one, please. We got the reading card. Somebody, you know, could be getting readings on somebody. If somebody's getting readings on somebody, yeah, like whoever's getting readings on somebody, they could be mad, you know, about, you know, like what they're hearing in the readings. And so, you know, they could want, you know, yeah, like to go back and forth with somebody, you know, they could want to argue with somebody. Or, you know, somebody, you know, could be getting readings, you know, and so, yeah, like the person that they're getting readings from, you know, they could be trying to argue with them. It's a man and a boy on this card, a man and a boy on this card. So something about, yeah, turning boys into men. Or yeah, there's childish, immature men that need to be released up out of somebody's energy. These could be family members, these could be friends, these could be lovers, ex-lovers, these could be co-workers. Yeah, we got the Creating Illusions card at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, releasing liars, releasing, you know, illusionists, releasing the fake, the fraud, and the phony. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah. This is a conversation with a little razzle dazzle on it. So yeah, be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, wanting to, you know, like conversate, you know, but yeah, like they put a little razzle dazzle on it. So it goes back to, yeah, like the master of justification. Or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, so somebody tells somebody like, look, it's time to go, you know. And so somebody's like, well, you know, I just got evicted, and, you know, I don't have a job, you know, and, you know, I have kids to take care of, you know, but this person, you know, yeah, they could have been staying in somebody's home, you know, for 3 months. I don't know, somebody, you know, could be trying to get somebody out of their home, because that's what I'm picking up for somebody, and somebody just won't go. Or there's something in somebody's home, going back to somebody, you know, opening up Pandora's box, you know, and so they could be trying to figure out, you know, how to get it out of their home, and yeah, like it just won't go anywhere. Like some type of spirit in somebody's home. Give me one more, please. Yeah, we got the intuition card. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody's intuition is on. This is giving me, you know, like, yeah, like somebody that's highly intuitive. So somebody, you know, could be a highly intuitive individual out here. So somebody's being told, yeah, to trust their intuition. Somebody, you know, could want somebody to go back and forth on the internet. Or this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like, yeah, like going back and forth on people on the internet. Somebody's caught in the net out here. But that intuition card coming out, that's also giving me too, yeah, like somebody knows something. So somebody, you know, could know, you know, that, yeah, like somebody, you know, just wants to go back and forth with them. Or somebody knows, you know, that, yeah, like somebody, you know, has some type of entitled mindset. Or somebody needs, or somebody knows that, yeah, like they need to release, you know, like, yeah, like some energies. Whoever these people are, these liars, these phonies, these illusionists, these tricksters, yeah. Somebody knows that they need to release, yeah, those people with, you know, carrying those energies. There's a Gemini involved, so you could be a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be feeling very uncomfortable at this time. Going back to that basket case energy, you know, so somebody, you know, could be feeling very uncomfortable. But this is also too, yeah, like people feeling very uncomfortable, you know, in somebody's energy, or vice versa, you know, like somebody feeling very uncomfortable, you know, yeah, like around, you know, like, yeah, like some people, you know, that's carrying, you know, like a certain type of energy. But somebody, you know, could be feeling uncomfortable as well because of, yeah, like they done opened up Pandora's box. But when it comes to, you know, like, yeah, like somebody releasing some people, somebody releasing, you know, like some energies, yeah, somebody needs to know that greater possibilities awaits. Somebody, you know, could be feeling very uncomfortable, you know, because they're trying to, you know, like figure their way out, you know. This could be figure their way out of a job, figure their way out of a relationship, figure their way out of a family, you know. But yeah, like they're feeling very uncomfortable. It could be, you know, because, yeah, like they're going about it all the wrong way. We got right ear ringing. So somebody's right ear could be ringing. For somebody, there could be somebody or some people that could be talking about somebody. Which, with this, you know, this intuition card being on, yeah, somebody, you know, could know that somebody or some people are talking about them. But when it comes to, you know, like your right ear ringing as well, yeah, there could be a significant blessing that's on its way for somebody. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be going through a transformation at this time. Somebody, you know, could be about to receive a reminder from the spirit realm, you know. And it could be, yeah, like the greater possibilities awaits. You know, somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like a reminder from the spirit realm about them already going through a transformation. So, yeah. Or, you know, somebody, you know, could be going through a transformation right now. But somebody, you know, is being told to, yeah, embrace the transformation that is happening. Yeah. Somebody needs to know that, yeah, great things are manifesting in your life. So that could be another reason why, you know, stuff could be feeling uncomfortable for somebody. But it's giving me, you know, like, so, you know, somebody, so going back to the example, you know, of somebody's staying with somebody, you know, it could be like a family member, you know. And so, yeah, it would feel uncomfortable, you know, for somebody, you know, to, yeah, like tell them that they have to leave. But they could be hindering, you know, like the greater possibilities that awaits for somebody, you know. They could be hindering, you know, somebody, you know, like manifesting the great things, you know, like in their life. They could be, you know, like, yeah, hindering, you know, like the transformation, you know, that somebody's going through, that somebody's being told, you know, like to embrace out here. Mm-hmm. Give me another one, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because whoever this message is for, you are no longer their crutch. Whoever these people are, yeah, they got to stand on their own. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody could have found out a lot about their family, and it's not good. So something about somebody's family, So it could be feeling very uncomfortable, for somebody, to like release, like family members, But somebody, found out a lot about their family, and it's not good. Mm-hmm. So somebody's family, can no longer, be somebody's crutch. Somebody can no longer, be, like their family's crutch, or, somebody can no longer be, the co-workers, at their jobs is crutch, Somebody can no longer be a lover's crutch. Somebody, could be talking to somebody about their family. Yeah, somebody, could be feeling very uncomfortable because, like there could be some hidden issues that could be coming to the surface. This could have something to do, with somebody's family, This could have something to do, with, like the hidden issues, that's within somebody. And so, somebody needs to know that, your good news is, their bad news. So somebody, could be about to receive some good news. And then we got shocking evidence. So it could have something to do, with some shocking evidence. Or, like, so, like somebody feeling very uncomfortable, because, like they have to, like release some people, And so, like somebody's, when somebody releases these people, or in the process of, like somebody releasing these people, somebody's going to find some shocking evidence, as to why, they needed to release these people. It could be, because, like, the great things that somebody, is manifesting in their life, could start to come to fruition. And so then, like, that's somebody's, that's somebody's answer, So if somebody, is feeling very uncomfortable, like, are these people blocking, my manifestations? Are these people blocking, like the greater possibilities that I know awaits me? Somebody's going to find the answer, That, like these people, they were feeling very uncomfortable, trying to make you feel very uncomfortable, blocking, whatever, awaits you. Mm-hmm. Somebody, could be looking into something. Somebody, could be looking into somebody. Why is this going back and forth here? Going back and forth when it comes to, lies. Somebody knows that somebody's a liar. But this is like, somebody knowing, that somebody or some people are liars, and, like they release them. But somebody's lies definitely, could have opened up Pandora's box. So, there's a chain of events, that could have been set off due to, like somebody's lies. But this is like, going back to, somebody letting somebody stay with them, and then, like, every day, somebody's like, well, did you get a job yet? Did you, have you been looking, what you been doing all day? Oh, yeah, I've been looking for jobs. I got an interview tomorrow, and then I got an interview on Wednesday, but like whoever this person is, they're a bold-faced liar. They ain't been looking for no jobs. They ain't got no interview tomorrow. They don't got no interview on Wednesday. Something about, people taking advantage, taking advantage, of, like kind hearts. So, be aware of going back and forth with liars. It's time to, like release this. Something about, yeah, like somebody releasing some information. Somebody could be a Leo or have Leo on their chart. Why is this Pandora's box here? Somebody's first one or last name can start with an L. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to take an L. Yeah. Release. Release. Yeah, because kites, you release a kite. I don't know, somebody, could be locked up because, kites, are, what the people in jail, communicate with. So somebody, could get locked up, or maybe somebody's about to. But yeah, this is releasing, releasing, what, hinders you, or what, releasing liars because, they're liars. Releasing, people that live in fantasy world mentality because, yeah, like, you live in reality, But something about, yeah, releasing some information. So, I don't know. Somebody, could be, yeah, like, trying to release some information. Somebody, yeah. So, like, I'm going to just use an example, using a relationship as an example. So, yeah, like, somebody, could be trying to, like, yeah, like, break up with somebody, And so, yeah, somebody, keeps lying as to why, somebody shouldn't release them. Why somebody, yeah, like, should just, let's work it out. Let's keep trying, But, yeah, like, whoever this is, they're feeling very uncomfortable as well. And I feel like it's because, yeah, like, they know that they're a liar. And I'm just using, like, the relationship as an example. Because we can use, like, a job as an example. So the boss, so somebody tells the boss, like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice, and the boss is like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that, if you just stay, we'll give you a raise, or we'll give you a promotion, and yeah, like, the boss really doesn't intend to give somebody a promotion or give somebody a raise. Why is this getting readings here? There could be some yeah, we got the good luck, good karma card. So yeah, greater possibilities awaits. Yeah. Somebody, is manifesting great things in their life. So it's time, yeah, for some stuff to be released. It's time for some people to be released out here. March, something about March could be significant. Something, could have taken place in March. Somebody could be a Pisces or an Aries. Somebody, could, yeah, like, look at somebody, like a good luck charm. But, oh, well, sucks to be them, Maybe there is somebody or some people, that, yeah, like, they see, yeah, like, somebody, manifesting in their life. Or they see, good stuff, taking place in somebody's life. So, yeah, they want to, continue to be in somebody's life. So they'll lie, to, yeah, stay in somebody's life. They'll do whatever, it takes to, yeah, like, stay in somebody's life. Yeah, they'll throw a little razzle dazzle on the conversations, they'll justify, yeah, they'll deceive, they'll betray. So, something about, yeah, somebody reaching out to somebody. Somebody, could be reaching out, to it's a feminine energy. Why does this put a little razzle dazzle on it? The place and blame card came out, but it fell on the floor. So something about, yeah, like somebody, like taking the fall for something, or, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like trying to place some type of blame. But it goes back to, yeah, the master of justification, somebody, like justifying why it's not their fault, well, you didn't wake me up early enough, so I couldn't, go to the job interview. That's how I missed it, but yeah, somebody's grown. They got a phone, they can figure out how to wake up on their own. So something about, yeah, like somebody trying to blame or somebody trying to justify, why, yeah, like, why they're not wrong and while somebody else is right. But yeah, somebody's a liar. But something about, yeah, like somebody, like trying to get somebody to take the fall or taking some type of blame. So, yeah, be aware of, yeah, like somebody putting a little razzle-dazzle on it. Well, I feel like you should take the fall for it because, I was just in a bad place, or whatever. Or, yeah, somebody just wants, somebody to, take the blame for why, they're a piss-poor individual, Ain't nobody take the blame for somebody that walks around lying, walks around, trying to take people's kindness for weakness. We got a circle of people. So there's a circle of people involved. But we did see something about, somebody's family. But somebody, could have communicated with somebody's family and they could have put a little razzle dazzle, on, like the conversation. But whoever these people are, somebody knows who they are. So it could be somebody's family or it could be, people at somebody's work group. It's a circle of people. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a Q or a C. We got a Pisces. So there's a Pisces involved. You could be a Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a G. Something about a group chat. I don't know. Some people, could be arguing, over some money. Something about, releasing some messages. I don't know. Somebody, could have, been lying in some messages. But something about, releasing some messages. Why's intuition card here? Yeah, somebody's just being told to trust their intuition. Somebody's intuition is right. Yeah, if somebody feels like that somebody's lying, somebody's lying. Especially when it comes to, like somebody, saying that they love somebody. Or it's just people, God knows our heart is what I just heard. So something about, like people being envious and jealous, And so if God knows our heart, then God knows what's in it. So there is some people that, like they have some type of envy and jealousy in their heart out here. But when it comes to, like somebody's heart, I don't know. Somebody, could find out some information, about their heart. I don't know. Somebody could go to the doctor, and find out some information, about their heart. Somebody, could be having heart problems. Or, something about, like heartbreak. Because if y'all see, there's an arrow through that heart. So, something about, heartbreak. I don't know. Somebody, could receive some shocking news, some heartbreaking news. With this light bulb being on with the heart, this is like, like somebody walking around, like saying, they know I love them. They know I love them, but like like the same person that says, they know I love them. It's the same person that would lie, to the person that they claim knows that they love them. This spiritual card coming out, this is a spiritual, it's giving me, spiritual warfare, spiritual fight. I don't know, somebody, could be causing some type of spiritual chaos, But somebody, could be, like going through an ego death. There is somebody that, they're on a downward spiral out here. So somebody's ego death, could turn into, like some type of spiritual awakening out here. I don't know. Somebody, could have to make a head over heart decision as well. It could have something to do with moving. So somebody, could have to make a head over heart decision to move. Maybe somebody, it's like moving too fast. Or maybe, there's somebody, that thinks that, like stuff comes fast and easy. But on the card it says chaos and then moving. So something about, like some chaos going on, and it has something to do, yeah, with like a home, or it has something to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to get somebody out of a home. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody, you know, could be looking into moving. For somebody, yeah, like there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like is you know, like looking into somebody, you know, trying to figure out, you know, yeah, like if somebody has moved, or somebody, you know, yeah, like they're trying to keep up with somebody's movements out here. Mm-hmm. But somebody definitely is all up in their feelings, for sure. Mm-hmm. There could be somebody, you know, that could be having a conversation, you know, with, yeah, like their family, or, you know, like their kids, you know, about, you know, like moving, you know. But it could be, you know, because, yeah, like they know that greater possibilities await. Maybe, you know, yeah, like those are people, you know, that's trying to, you know, yeah, like stop, you know, somebody, you know, from going towards those greater possibilities. But we got kicked to the curb. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to move. They could be trying to, you know, like get away from somebody. But it's giving me too, yeah, like somebody, you know, has been lying out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, putting a little razzle dazzle on it. Yeah. They've been lying to, yeah, like a whole group of people, a whole circle of people out here. And it's done caused some type of, yeah, total drama action. Or it's going to. Or there's some people, you know, that, yeah, they could be, you know, like starting drama. I don't know. There could be somebody, you know, that could reach out to somebody, you know, that says that they want somebody back out here. Because we have the want you back. So that could be the person that I was picking up on, you know, yeah, reaching out to somebody. Why is a circle here? We got Forcer. Somebody needs to be aware. Somebody, you know, could box. Somebody could be a boxer. Somebody, you know, yeah, could just like to fight. But y'all see how that person has boxing gloves on. So something about, yeah, a group of people fighting. But be aware of, yeah, like somebody, you know, that, yeah, they force things on somebody. So, yeah, put a little razzle dazzle on it, you know, make somebody believe, you know, that, yeah, this is for them, you know. So this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to get away from somebody. And, yeah, like their family members is like, oh, you should stay with them, you know, or that's the mother or father of your child, you know. But, yeah, like whoever this person is or whoever this is, yeah, like they're causing chaos. It's something about, yeah, and it's spiritual chaos, or something about, yeah, spiritual warfare is going on. And so, yeah, like whoever this family is, you know, maybe they don't know, you know, that, yeah, spiritual warfare is going on. I feel like like it's a lot of South Node energy that needs to be released. Somebody definitely, yeah, could force like their way in, force their way in a home, force their way in somebody's life. Yeah, somebody definitely likes to use force to get what they want. So somebody just needs to be aware. But we do have, yeah, the Predator card out here. So, I'm also picking up too that, yeah, like there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they felt like, you know, that somebody was forcing things on them, but they possibly, yeah, could be going through an ego death because, yeah, they could have been allowing their ego, you know, to, yeah, like basically lead the way. And so they could realize, you know, that, yeah, like somebody really wasn't forcing anything on them, you know. Maybe they, you know, could realize that, you know, yeah, like whatever, you know, like somebody was saying, you know, was true. But we got looking you up. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be looking somebody up. Somebody, you know, could be researching somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be getting info on somebody. I don't know. It could be a whole group of people. It could be somebody's family. I don't know. Somebody, you know, yeah, could be, you know, like kicking their family to the curb. Or somebody, you know, could have already kicked their family to the curb. We got love story. I don't know, somebody trying to force a love story, or somebody, you know, yeah, like they're trying to rewrite something, you know, that, yeah, has already been, you know, like scratched out or already been null and void. That's for somebody, not everybody. But greater possibilities await, and it could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like a love story out here. Mm. Wow. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like walking around like they know I love them. They know I wouldn't hurt them. But yeah, like this is the same person, that yeah, like they could like to force things on somebody, or yeah, like so whoever this is, they use force. I don't know. This is like somebody, the yeah, like somebody, got away from because yeah, like they're violent. But this is the same person, the yeah, walk around. They know I love them, but yeah, like you don't, use force on somebody that you love. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There could be, like a group of people, yeah, going back, to, yeah, like somebody's family, like, oh, you should be with them, you should stay with them. But yeah, like their family don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So so their family really don't know, why they're trying to, like to get away from, like whoever this is or whatever's going on. This is like, somebody's family like, oh, you should stay at that job, and yeah, like, they don't know, that, yeah, somebody's being overworked and underpaid, They don't know that somebody could barely pay their bills, They don't realize that's why somebody's moving. We got a Taurus, so there's a Taurus involved. We got coming in to offer resources and stability. So somebody, could be about to receive some type of resources and stability out here. We got an Aries. Yeah, somebody could be a Aries, Taurus, Cusper. We got a friend, acquaintance, or a co-worker. So there's a friend involved, an acquaintance involved, or a co-worker involved. But be aware of, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like wanting to put a little razzle dazzle on it. So somebody, yeah, like wanting somebody back. And so, yeah, they think, that if they come in and offer resources and stability, then yeah, they get their foot in the door. Or this is like, yeah, a job, somebody's already put their 2 weeks notice in, and the last, day of the 2 weeks notice, the job comes and be like, well, we'll give you a raise or we'll give you a promotion. But yeah, if they really was going to give somebody a raise or promotion, it wouldn't have took, until somebody put their 2 weeks notice in, or it wouldn't have been, the last day of somebody's 2 weeks notice for them to come to offer, some type of resources and stability. We got a new connection. So this new connection could have something to do with a love story, or somebody, could already be in a new connection, So somebody, could be, yeah, choosing to move, choosing, to, yeah, release their family, choosing to do, whatever they need to do, to go towards, yeah, like the greater possibility that awaits, with somebody, that, is considered as a new connection. So there could be somebody, yeah, like from somebody's past, that could be trying to act like that they want somebody back. Mm-hmm. We got coming in to nurture and support. We got fleeting. So here today, gone tomorrow. Yeah, on today, off tomorrow. In today, out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We got a rooster, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rooster. We got family or past connection, so yeah, somebody's family is involved. There's a past connection that's involved. We got a soulmate. There's a Pisces at the bottom of the deck. We got a Leo. We got a feminine energy. We got long term. So there is somebody or some people that somebody has known for a long time. Of course, yeah, like somebody's family. But yeah, like there could be a friend in this situation that somebody, has known for a long time. It could be a coworker, that somebody has worked with for a long time. We got Virgo. We got rabbit. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. We got a Capricorn. We got a Tiger. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a tiger. We got False Flame. So we just saw Soulmate and False Flame. So somebody, could be going towards, like a soulmate, and a soulmate doesn't have to necessarily be, a relationship, just two souls connecting, But I mean, the love story, for somebody it could be, like some, two soulmates coming together to create a love story. But yeah, there's a false flame out here that could be wanting somebody back. They could be trying to come in as a partner or a companion. Or false flames. So be aware. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if you can have multiple false flames, but just be aware of whoever this false flame is. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a goat. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a snake. Or a pig. Somebody, could be nearby somebody. Or somebody, could be, like trying to get nearby somebody. So that could be why somebody could be moving. But we got mirror. So yeah, with this, somebody going through an ego death, yeah. Somebody, is facing themselves. And then we got a Pisces. Sagittarius at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there goes that merit making. So yeah, going back, to acts of kindness. Yeah, somebody's blind out here. Somebody, could have, vision problems. But it's something about, like somebody, so going back to God knows our heart, So yeah, God knows all and sees all. I feel like somebody, they're blind, to, some stuff out here. Blind, to, like, it could be, the people, that are around them. So yeah, like they're blind to the fact, that people, the people around them have envy and jealousy in their heart when it comes to them. But this could also be too, blind, about, like somebody. So going back to, like the soulmate and the false flame. But this blind card is a number 9. So it's the end of somebody being blind. It's the end of somebody not knowing something. Or there could be somebody, that's acting like that they don't know something, but they do. I don't know. Something about, somebody playing dumb. Something is ending. Something is ending out here. Yeah, somebody definitely is going through an ego death. Spiritual death. We're going to look into this spiritual death real quick. Spiritual death means a state of separation from the divine or spiritual life, often caused by sin. This concept is described as a lack of spiritual vitality and a disconnection from God, rather than physical death. In some traditions, it's viewed as a precursor to eternal separation from God, while in others, it's a state that can be overcome through faith, spiritual practice, or achieving enlightenment. Spiritual death is defined as a state of separation from God as a result of sin. This separation is often linked to the biblical story of Adam and Eve, where their disobedience resulted in a broken relationship with God that passed all of humanity. It is seen as a condition that can lead to the lack of spiritual life and communion with God, and in some views can lead to eternal separation from God after physical death if not overcome. This state can be overcome through faith in Jesus Christ and obedience to his gospel. Spiritual death is not a final ending, but part of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It represents the soul shedding its physical body to continue a spiritual journey and is not the ultimate end. The soul continues to reincarnate until all its karmas are settled and the lessons from one life are learned. Ooh, so somebody has some karmic debt to pay out here. Is what it's looking like. Something about, yeah, somebody being disobedient. So somebody, yeah, they either have separated themselves from God, or yeah, they done committed some type of sin, you know. You know, there are many sins, but it's a reason why, you know, somebody, whoever this is going through, yeah, like a spiritual death out here. I don't know. It could be, you know, something that somebody done, you know, that was senseless, but it's also giving me too, yeah, like, I don't know, somebody, you know, could be going through an ego death, or, you know, somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, yeah, feeling like, you know, that, yeah, like, they have nothing else to live for out here. That's for somebody, not everybody, but somebody's lying out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, could be lying about how somebody passed away, is also what I'm picking up. But yeah, somebody's lying. It's a part of, yeah, like their strategy. So be aware. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There could supposed to be some type of love story, you know, that, yeah, like is being put to rest, you know. Or somebody, you know, is trying to put, you know, like a love story to rest. But we got libation out here. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like moving religions, or, you know, like somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, yeah, going from, you know, like religion to spirituality. But we do have spiritual out here. So it's something about, yeah, like so somebody, you know, could be into spirituality. I don't know. There some people, you know, that could be talking about somebody, you know, could be religious. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody praying. Praying, you know, for good luck, good karma. So it's giving me, yeah, like going back, you know, to, yeah, like spiritual death. So somebody, you know, yeah, like they done severed their relationship with God, you know, for whatever reason why they did it. And so, yeah, they're still trying to pray, you know, and yeah, they could be realizing that, yeah, like nothing's happening, but it could be because of, yeah, like their disobedience. So it's, yeah, it goes back to, you know, like somebody being told, you know, like to, yeah, like release some energies, release some people, you know, kick, yeah, these people to the curb, you know, tell them to get out of your home, you know, and yeah, like somebody keeps going back and forth with these people, or somebody, you know, like keeps going back and forth, you know, in their mind, or somebody, you know, keeps going back and forth, you know, with God. I don't know. But I do see somebody, yeah, like praying out here. So that's an act of kindness, you know. So yeah, like, you know, people, you know, like praying, you know, for, yeah, like their enemies, praying, you know, for, yeah, like their neighbors, you know, that, yeah, slap them in the cheek, you know, or whatever have you, know, yeah. I see somebody, yeah, like praying, you know. But it's also giving me too, yeah, like somebody, you know, like praying, you know, praying to God, like, you know, what should I do? You know, should I kick them to the curb? You know, should I not? You know, so I feel like that there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they're obedient out here, but there is also somebody that's disobedient out here. So it's giving me, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they're no longer blind, or they're, yeah, about to see, you know, yeah, like what happens when you're obedient. Yeah, with this good luck and this good karma card. But yeah, we got disturbance. So somebody's causing some type of disturbance. There definitely is something that's causing a disturbance in somebody's home. But it's all about, yeah, like somebody being kicked out for causing some type of disturbance. I don't know, it could be a whole group of people. This is like, yeah, multiple people living in a home, you know, and yeah, like the neighbors keep complaining. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is dealing with a lot of stress at this time, but it goes back to, yeah, like people yeah, like causing disturbances, you know. Going back to the example, somebody, is causing, more problems than solutions in a home, And so, yeah, somebody, yeah, it's like, okay, well, it's my brother, it's my sister, but nah. That's not, yeah, what the Most High told. Yeah, the Most High said acts of kindness, not be a doormat. and let people walk all over you, you know? So, yeah, that could be causing somebody stress. But it's also giving me, too, going back to, yeah, feeling uncomfortable. So somebody's feeling uncomfortable out here. That's what's causing somebody stress. Somebody could be having headaches. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, be having pressure in their head or pressure in their chest. Somebody, you know, could be having lack of sleep. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like, yeah, like over, you know, yeah, like people forcing things on them, you know, or forcing, you know, yeah, like their way in, or, you know, yeah, taking somebody's kindness for weakness. We got a gift. So with this gift and this intuition, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, spiritually gifted out here. I don't know. There could be some people, you know, that, yeah, like they want to try to bring forth some type of gift, you know. So it goes back to, yeah, like somebody trying to come in to offer some type of resources and stability, you know, after the fact. You know I love you. But somebody knows that somebody's gifted out here. So somebody, yeah, like trying to lie. Yeah, it's like lying, you know, to, yeah, a lie detector test. The lie detector test is gonna pick it up every time. I don't know, somebody, you know, could be a walking lie detector test. But we got real estate. Something about, yeah, like some people forcing their way in a home. So somebody just needs to be aware. There's something about, yeah, an investment. So there could be, you know, like some type of good investment, you know, that could be about to, you know, like take place for somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, could know where somebody lives. So somebody just needs to, yeah, pay attention to their surroundings. Somebody could be born in 1979 or 1997. Somebody could be born in 1958 or be 58 years old. Somebody could be born in 1985. Somebody could be born in 1973 or 1937. Or somebody could be born, or somebody, wait, let me say that again. Somebody could be born in 1973, or somebody, you know, could be born in 1937, or they could be 37 years old. Somebody could be born in 1970. And it's also giving me too, yeah, because on this card it says endless, and then it says donation. So something about, yeah, like somebody feeling entitled, you know, to, yeah, like, you know, like somebody's acts of kindness, you know. There's also somebody that, yeah, could have tried to harm somebody and then try to pray to God. Like, how do you do that? Somebody stressed out about a lot of stuff out here. I don't know. There's somebody that could be getting evicted. Somebody, you know, could have stuff going on, you know, with like their kids. Definitely, yeah, with like their family. We got daydreaming about the past. So somebody, you know, could be daydreaming about the past. Maybe that's why, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, was going through an ego death. So this is like, yeah, if this is the person, you know, that was told greater possibilities await, why you daydreaming about the past? But whoever this is, they could be daydreaming about the past because of something, you know, that could have happened in the past. Yeah, there could have been some illegal documents used to commit multiple crimes, and it has something to do with the past. Or it don't have to be in the past, but there were some illegal documents that were used to commit multiple crimes out here. Something about donations. So something about a charity is significant. Something about a church. So there could be a church that used illegal documents to commit multiple crimes. We got unpaid bills. Somebody, could be moving because, they can't pay their bills. They in debt. I don't know. Somebody, could be, going back to researching somebody, looking into somebody. But if they're researching and looking into somebody, it would be, they would be, they would only be finding, like past stuff. Past information. I don't know. Somebody, could be using some fake accounts to spy on somebody. It could be a whole group of people. I don't know. Something about, like somebody forcing their way in somebody's home. So somebody needs to be aware. Yeah. There could be a fake divine counterpart. There could be, using fake accounts to spy on somebody. Or, be aware of a fake divine counterpart. Yeah, that false flame. Yep. Somebody needs to know that, you are not the problem. So it goes back to, the placing the blame card, So somebody could be going through an ego death, They're going through a spiritual death. They're finding out that it's them. Them and them. Somebody, could be scared, that, like, somebody, is going to, like, force their way in their home. I don't know. It's giving me, like, raid energy, So, we got astro travel. So somebody, could be astro traveling. Somebody, could, like, try to astro travel to somebody. They could get stuck. Yep. But somebody, could be being exposed for being a liar. And they're mad. Yeah. So somebody, could be exposed for being a liar, in their neighborhood. So, all the neighbors are mad at them. So, they got to move. Or, this is, like, somebody being exposed, for lying about, having the interviews, and so, somebody tells them, yep, that's the last time you gonna lie. Yeah, you gotta get out. Whoever this is, that done caused a major roadblock, especially when it comes to, their lies. They done caused a major roadblock for themselves. They done caused a major roadblock for, other people. Or this is, like somebody's family, I don't know. But we got 888 Karma Drive. So, you can be seeing the angel number 888. So, somebody's being told to remain balanced. I feel like when it comes to, whoever this is, disobedient. I feel like the Most High God, could have told them, to, like, create some type of balance in your life, because if your life is unbalanced, one way or another, like nothing is gonna, like work out. So somebody was disobedient, but I feel like like their disobedience goes so far, to like that's why they're going through this spiritual death. But karma definitely is at somebody's door out here. So something is forcing its way in. It could be karma. It could be, some type of dark spirits. But I feel like dark spirits are all already up in somebody's home. And I feel like whatever these dark spirits are, like somebody let them in. I don't know, somebody, could like live in a hotel. We got an Aquarius. So there's an Aquarius involved. You could be Aquarius. Somebody don't have no filter. But I mean, at the end of the day, most Aquariuses, most air signs, they don't have no filter. So I don't know, if like somebody's being like, well, you talk too much, you just say anything that's on your mind, but they're trying to use that as an excuse, to say that somebody's a problem. You know what I mean? I feel like people that don't have no filter, they can kind of go too far, but I feel like that, when it comes to, like the truth, there is no filter to the truth. That's why, the saying is, truth hurts. Somebody that has no filter, they bring facts and logic, or, like, somebody, don't like the fact that somebody, has facts and logic, while somebody else is, a liar. We got plan to physically attack. So somebody, could be exposed for being a liar. And it has something to do, with planning to physically attack somebody. But I kept picking up, like somebody forcing their way in somebody's home. But I don't like this death card here with this plan to physically attack. I don't know. Somebody, could be moving, because they've been exposed for being a liar. But we got the F to the B to the I that fell on the floor. So the F to the B to the I could be involved. So I don't know. The F to the B to the I, could know that somebody, has some type of plan to physically attack somebody. We got reckless endangerment. So I don't know. Maybe the F to the B to the I could be looking somebody up. So going back to, somebody, was trying to, make somebody take the fall for something, or, blame, like an innocent person. The F to the B to the I could know, that, somebody's an innocent person. But we have reckless endangerment. So something about, reckless endangerment. We got leaving family behind. So karma is at somebody's door. Now they want to leave their family behind. Or somebody was disobedient. They were told, to leave their family behind. So their family, could have got them, involved in all type of stuff. Yep. So there's somebody or some people that, they know now. They know now that they wrapped up. They know now that karma is at their door. They know now, that you are not the problem. The F to the B to the I could know now that you are not the problem. But some stuff definitely, was going on behind closed doors. So there could have been people, that, they were sitting around, planning to physically attack somebody behind closed doors. This could have something to do, with, them having unpaid bills and debt. So people planning and plotting to rob somebody because they piss poor. That's for somebody, not everybody. We got an Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart, or there's Aquarius involved. Somebody definitely could be on their life path. Somebody's life path could be number 8, which is all about manifestation. We got the Sagittarius. So there's a Sagittarius involved. Something, could take place by Sagittarius season. We got mother involved. So somebody's mother is involved. So it goes back to, somebody finding out some stuff about their family. And it's not good. So we got wave the white flag. So there could be somebody or some people that could want to wave the white flag. Well, we got a karmic soulmate out here. So something about, there's somebody that, is a karmic soulmate out here. So the problem could be the karmic soulmate for somebody. Or it's giving me, like if somebody, was praying, wanting to know, like should they stay or should they leave? Or, is this a karmic soulmate or a real soulmate? Somebody needs to know that, there's a karmic soulmate that definitely, is causing some type of major roadblock out here. But something about, a major roadblock, so like the F to the B to the I blocking off, like the whole road, and like kicking somebody's door in. Yep. So when it comes, like to somebody, being a person, period, going back to showing acts of kindness, acts of love, somebody needs to know that, you stand out from the rest. Yep. And there is somebody or some people's confidence that's taking a big hit. I don't know. Whatever somebody or some people were doing, yeah, they were trying to cause somebody's confidence to take a big hit. But yeah, their confidence is taking a big hit. But it's also giving me too, yeah, like somebody's confidence could be taking a big hit. And yeah, they try to blame, somebody for why their confidence is taking a big hit. Nah, it's because, yeah, they have a whole lot of stuff going on. It could be, yeah, that they're being exposed for being a liar. And yeah, they're mad. And yeah, somebody needs to know that, yeah, haters are doing what they do best. Hating. Somebody could be, yeah, like choosing to leave their family behind, and so yeah, their family members are hating. Yeah, we got mother. Somebody's mother is definitely, yeah, involved. I don't know, somebody could know where somebody's mother lived, or excuse me, know where somebody's mother lives. Something about forcing their way into somebody's mother's home. I don't know. Somebody, yeah, could have just been threatening, But yeah, some threats went too far. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that are arguing over the lies that they told. And we got breadcrumbed. So somebody, could have breadcrumbed somebody. Or something about, yeah, so going back to, yeah, like the donations or, yeah, like showing acts of kindness. So somebody, yeah, could have, like shown acts of kindness to somebody. Yeah, they were walking around like somebody breadcrumbed them. Somebody, yeah, could have helped somebody to move. Somebody, could have helped somebody to feed their kids. Somebody, yeah, could have did a lot, for somebody, yeah. And they gonna walk around saying that, yeah, somebody breadcrumbed them. All right. Yeah, now they want to wave the white flag. Yeah, because karma's at somebody's door. We got theft by deception. So somebody could have stole something deceptively out here. This is also giving me too, yeah, energy. Stealing energy, deceptively. Oh, they know I love them, and yeah, somebody, yeah, will be up in somebody's face telling somebody they love them. Only, yeah, because they want their energy. They want their money. They want their time. Yep, so whoever this is, yeah, they're racking up karma. And there is a karmic cycle that is ending. Somebody's family, could be racking up karma as well. We got unemployed and jobless. So something about stealing somebody's job or stealing at the job. But something about, yeah, somebody, yeah, they don't have a job out here. We got a real divine counterpart. So we saw fake divine counterpart. We saw false flame. Yeah, we have a real divine counterpart out here. So yeah, it could be a karmic soulmate. Yeah, the breadcrumb somebody took somebody's kindness for weakness. Yeah, then got it wrapped up. And yeah, like a web of lies wrapped up in the internet, caught in the internet or whatever. Yeah, and somebody's real divine counterpart. Could be on its way. Somebody knows now that, yeah, like somebody's their real divine counterpart. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody being blind. Somebody's no longer blind to somebody being, like their real divine counterpart. Or, yeah, like by Sagittarius season, somebody's no longer going to be blind to who their divine counterpart is. Or, yeah, somebody knows, yeah, a real divine counterpart from a karmic. So, yeah, God is like, well, I don't got to tell you, whether you should leave or you should stay. You're a divine being. You know the difference. So, yeah, somebody, could be choosing to end, like a karmic cycle. But somebody, has been pushed past the breaking point out here. Yep, but be aware because, yeah, there's somebody that wants to attach to your energy. I don't know, it could be somebody's mama. It could be some family members. Somebody, whoever this is leaving their family behind. They want to attach to somebody's energy. And it's not a real divine counterpart. It's the person, that's racking up karma for playing with a real divine counterpart. or yeah, they want to stay attached to somebody's energy. That's for somebody, not everybody. Yep. But there's somebody or some people that are in their feelings, especially, yeah, whoever's been exposed for being a liar and they're mad. So somebody doesn't want you to see this coming. So somebody, could try to throw a little razzle-dazzle on a conversation, to make you think, I love you. But somebody, could be trying to, yeah, do something, shiesty, so be aware. The person, that, yeah, could want to attach to somebody's energy. But the F to the B to the I is out here. So, I don't know. The F to the B to the I could have been, watching somebody or some people since March. Or they've been having some information, since March. I don't know. Somebody, could receive some information about a court case. And then we have a law-abiding citizen. So going back to, yeah, trying to, get somebody to take the fall for something or, blaming, somebody. Somebody, could have lost finances due to some type of lies and rumors out here. But there is somebody, that, yeah, they're definitely, yeah, sitting in misery. We got hard on ice. So somebody, could have their heart on ice out here. Or maybe, like somebody, yeah, like they're going through an ego death, and they realize that, yeah, like they should have had their heart on ice when it comes to, like some people. But there's some black magic that definitely, yeah, backfired. So this heart on ice is giving me, yeah, like somebody's heart stopping. So I don't know. But there is some black magic that definitely, yeah, backfired. It could have backfired on multiple people. It could have backfired on a man, a child. It could have backfired on multiple people. We got compassion is the key. So somebody, is being told, to have compassion. But again, it don't mean, you're the doormat, that they walk all over. Yep. Somebody, could be about to receive some apologies from a lot of people. So it goes back to, yeah, people, blaming somebody. Yep. Because of what a low down dirty liar that lacks empathy for others said. This is the same low down dirty liar that, yeah, they know I love them, yeah. But we got family. So somebody's family is involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have lied to their family. There's something about, yeah, a spiritual death of a whole family. Yeah, we got refusing to leave a home. So I don't know. Somebody's family, could be refusing to leave a home. Or, yeah, somebody's lying, to, like, yeah, so that they don't have to leave a home. But this is also giving me too, because that family is giving me, yeah, like ancestors. So, yeah, somebody's ancestors could be refusing to leave, yeah, a home. Because we got the death card out here. So, yeah, there's some, yeah, it's like some spirits that, yeah, refuse to leave a home out here. But whoever this is, yeah, you helped them and they betrayed you. Somebody, yeah, they were trying to, yeah, they plan to, yeah, harm somebody, But something about, yeah, death is inevitable. So, yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't know. The black magic that could have backfired could have been, yeah, like death magic as well. But, yeah. Somebody's ashamed about their life. Whoever this is, they're sad, they're lost, and delusional. I don't know. So somebody, like the person that I was picking up on, like as a basket case, yeah. The black magic, could have hit that person. I don't know. It could be somebody's real divine counterpart, that, yeah, like it could have hit. So, yeah, like somebody's real divine counterpart's family, could have done the black magic, and, yeah, like it hit, somebody's real divine counterpart. But it goes back to, yeah, the real divine counterpart being disobedient, The Most High God telling, the real divine counterpart, like, look, you need to leave them behind and move on, to greater possibilities that await. We got Angel Raquel. So somebody needs to know that, yeah, Angel Raquel is definitely, yeah, balancing out the scales. Justice is definitely, yeah, going to be served. But there is a narcissist that definitely, yeah, lost the upper hand. So whoever this narcissist is, they could be looking for another victim. So whoever this is looking for another victim. I feel like it's not going to end right. But there is a whirlwind of change that is coming. There could be somebody, that could be upsetting everyone. It's whoever this is, that somebody, could have helped. And, yeah, they betrayed the person that helped them. Something about, yeah, somebody upsetting everyone, and it has something to do with, yeah, some black magic that backfired. So I don't know. The person, that, yeah, could have done the black magic, yeah, like, they could upset everybody because, yeah, it backfired. But, yeah, somebody needs to know that, yeah, the mastermind is about to be exposed. If somebody, is refusing to leave a home, yeah, they're upsetting everyone. But I'm also picking up too, yeah, somebody's ancestors, could be, yeah, refusing to leave a home, or yeah, it could be, so the black magic backfires. So whatever, they did when it comes to the black magic, whatever's in a home, yeah, it's upsetting everyone. It's causing chaos, havoc, and pandemonium. But yeah, it's a part of, yeah, somebody or some people's karma. So be aware, because, yeah, there's somebody, that's thirsty for somebody's energy out here. I don't know. It's not a narcissist that lost the upper hand, because I feel like that they already lost the upper hand with whoever, this message is for. But just be aware of, yeah, some people, thirsty for somebody's energy. Or, yeah, they were thirsty for somebody's energy going back to, yeah, theft by deception, stealing somebody's energy deceptively. And, yeah, they're getting what they get. We got a Pisces, Aries, Cusper. We got a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusper. We got a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. So be aware, because there are people that, yeah, are thirsty for somebody's energy. Possibly, yeah, they're thirsty for somebody's energy because they want, to cause some type of drama. Or these are people that, yeah, they caused the drama. Now, yeah, they're caught up. Yep. So somebody needs to know that, yeah, not only is somebody, going to receive, apologies from a lot of people, but yeah, there is some respect, that could be about to be put on somebody's name. We got a deceitful brother that's involved. So there's a deceitful brother. Yeah. Whoever this is that could be upsetting everyone, yeah, they could be an expert in playing victim. So, yeah, they're always the victim. They're always the victim. Yeah, heavy, deceitful brother. So, the mastermind that's about to be exposed could be somebody's deceitful brother out here. Or somebody's deceitful brother, could be, yeah, about to expose, the mastermind. But we got left ear ringing. So somebody's left ear could be ringing. So this could be, like a warning. Or this could be, yeah, like a sign of negativity. So somebody just needs to, yeah, be aware. Because going back to, yeah, people thirsty for somebody's energy, They want somebody to be up in drama. Or they want, but yeah, this is like somebody, yeah, like already releasing, this. And yeah, like these people are thirsty. But yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they're a weak link. Or yeah, these people are the weakest links. Goodbye. So yeah, somebody done already, said goodbye to the negativity. Somebody done already said goodbye, to, yeah, like, yeah, the liars, the fakes, the frauds, the phonies, yeah. Or somebody needs to. But I feel like, yeah, somebody already has. And so yeah, there's somebody or some people that can't stop thinking about somebody. But with this heart on ice, yeah, somebody, could have, yeah, like their heart on ice, when it comes to some people. Somebody's first, mother, last name could start with an A. Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, there is some respect that's about to be put on your name, and yeah, your blessings are on the way. So that could be why some people, yeah, are thirsty for somebody's energy, or, yeah, they want to attach to somebody's energy. We got a mother, we got a father, we got in-laws. So there could be some respect that could be about to be put on somebody's name. So somebody's mama could put some respect on somebody's name, somebody's father, somebody's in-laws. Something about, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like releasing their family, But it goes back to the beginning, so somebody finding out, some stuff about their family and it's not good. Yeah. Somebody's an expert at playing victim. Yeah, they're a chameleon. They have chameleon-like behavior. They change to fit in. So it's something about, yeah, like somebody, yeah, changing to fit in versus, yeah, like understanding that they don't fit in. So this is like, whoever this is, yeah, they, were given instructions by the Most High God, because they, yeah, were given a mission from the Most High God. And so, yeah, they were disobedient, pretty much. Mm-hmm. But there could be some type of argument that definitely, yeah, could lead to a big fight. And it could end in somebody, yeah, being laid to rest. Or, an argument could lead to a big fight about, like, yeah, like somebody passing away. But, yep, there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, entered into the danger zone. Especially when somebody, yeah, wanted to play victim knowing that they're the suspect. Mm-hmm. But they entered into the danger zone when they tried to play God. Because, yeah, life is a gift. It's precious and valuable. So, yeah, we did see the gift card. So, something about, yeah, like somebody trying to play God. Whether it be, yeah, like literally somebody passing away, or, yeah, somebody doing black magic to cause somebody to pass away. Mm-hmm. So, we got October. So, yeah, something could take place, by October. Somebody, could be born in October. Somebody, could be a Libra or a Scorpio, Scorpio, Cusper. But we are in October, so yeah, this is going on now. So yeah, there's some people that entered into the danger zone. We got home invasion. So something about, yeah. I mean, I was picking up on, yeah, like somebody forcing their way into a home. We got a Taurus, so there's a Taurus involved. We got brainwashed by a thought. So somebody, could have gotten brainwashed by a thought, to, yeah, to do something dumb. Or it goes back to, yeah, like somebody, yeah, being brainwashed by their family members, brainwashed by, a thought, brainwashed by a narcissist, brainwashed. But somebody, could have been brainwashed by a thought. So, yeah, they, yeah, helped to mastermind, some type of plan. We got a sister, so there's a sister involved. I don't know. Somebody's sister could be the thought. That's for somebody, not everybody. But, yeah, somebody needs to know that, yeah, selfless acts don't go unnoticed. So, yeah, somebody, is being told, yeah, to get ready to be celebrated. There are people that, yeah, they went along with a plan. Or, yeah, there were people, that, yeah, that thought that somebody, like, would go along with some type of plan out here. But, yeah, somebody was brainwashed by a thought to go along with the plan. And, yeah, sucks to be them. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. Yep. So somebody definitely, yeah, they're having dark thoughts. They could be speaking dark words, or yeah, like somebody, could be hearing voices. Yeah, they're surrounded by dark energy. But this is, yeah, like going back to, yeah, like somebody, so yeah, like some type of dark spirits is in somebody's home. Yeah, because they let them in. But we got master of storytelling. So somebody, could have been brainwashed by a thought, that's a master of storytelling. That could be the liar that's being exposed and they're mad. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody's plagued by guilt out here. Somebody's plagued by guilt. Whoever this is upsetting everyone. Yeah, they're plagued by guilt. We got an uncle. So there's an uncle involved. It's a lot of family members out here. So something about, somebody's family. Somebody's uncle could be plagued by guilt. Or something about, so like with that laid to rest, R.I.P., somebody, could be plagued by guilt, and it could have something to do, with, like somebody passing away. It could be from, some type of black magic backfiring. That's for somebody, not everybody. But somebody, they could be plagued by guilt because, somebody lost finances due to lies and rumors. So it's the person, that, they showed some selfless acts. So somebody needs to know that, their selfless acts, don't go unnoticed. So somebody needs to get ready to be celebrated. There's somebody or some people that, they were trying to disguise themselves. But something about, somebody, getting people to go along with trying to disguise something. This could be trying to disguise a plan. This could be trying to disguise, like themselves. So it goes back to, they know I love them. But, somebody really hates somebody. Somebody really has envy and jealousy in their heart for somebody. Yep. But somebody, they have dark thoughts, they're surrounded by dark energy because of, like their compulsive repetitive behaviors. But it's something about, like somebody, repulsively, compulsively, like doing black magic over and over and over again. But somebody's a compulsive liar out here. We got a greedy family. So there's a greedy karmic family that's involved. Somebody's greedy karmic family, could have, somebody could have helped their greedy karmic family, and like their greedy karmic family betrayed them. Or whoever this is, But there's somebody or some people that they feel inadequate. So they talk ish about you. So somebody talked ish to their greedy karmic family about somebody. To the point to where like their greedy karmic family, could have been, like masterminding some type of plan, or this person masterminding some type of plan, But there's a low down dirty liar, that they're trying to get some type of evidence on somebody. There's somebody, that like they could have been trying to, like see if somebody has ops, so if they have ops, then we can get them on our team, so like it'll make our team bigger than them. I don't know, there could be a detective, that could be trying to get some type of evidence. But it goes back to, like, like the F to the B to I, knowing that somebody's not the problem, or, people now. Because, so there's a lot of apologies that could be coming from a lot of people. But, apologies are more than just words. But there could be a detective, that could be trying to, like, get some type of proof of wrongdoing. Or, there's already proof of wrongdoing, going back to, the shocking evidence at the beginning of the message. And it has something to do with, threats and ultimatums. Something about, exposing, like some messages. Somebody definitely, could have been trying to get evidence, that somebody, is. So it's giving me, like, so somebody, is a divine being, right? And so, we saw the no filter. So, I don't know, somebody, like they were trying to get proof, So, somebody looking in the Bible, or somebody looking into stuff. Because remember, I was picking up on religion and church and, trying to get evidence or trying to get proof, that somebody's wrong for not having no filter. That ain't no sin. Like, what? But, okay. That's for somebody, not everybody. While somebody else, an expert at playing victim, yeah, they need to worry about all the stuff that they in. They need to worry about, yeah, their back being against the wall. But that's what somebody, wanted. They were trying to get evidence to have somebody's back against the wall. And now their back is against the wall because, yeah, they acquired money by cutting corners and they've been caught. Yep. And so whoever this is, they about to find out that, yeah, somebody's ancestors is not playing games. But yeah, the F to the B to the I ain't playing games. Whatever, is, yeah, up in somebody's home is not playing games. Yep. But whoever, this message is for, yeah, not playing games, So yeah, like, yeah, you're grown, you're focused on, what you're focused on. You're not playing games. Yeah. Whoever these people are, yeah, they like to play games. They think life is a game. So, oh well, sucks to be them. And there is a skilled user of words out here. There's a wordsmith out here. So yeah, something about people, being skilled, with using their words, So something about, yeah, like somebody really being, yeah, a basket case, really being messed up in the mind. But yep, we got made false reports. So there's somebody or some people that made some type of false reports against somebody. This could have something to do with a home. This could have something to do, with some money. We got deuces. So somebody, could be chunking up the deuces, yeah, to their family. So somebody, could find out that, yeah, like their family made false reports, or yeah, their family, yeah, was involved out here. But we got a move from a small town to a big city. So I don't know, somebody, could be trying to move, from a small town or a big city. Or something about, yeah, like somebody, was told, yeah, greater possibilities await, and so, yeah, they were disobedient. So, yeah, it's the wrap up. It's the ending. 999. But there could be somebody, who could be trying to move from a small town to a big city. Maybe, yeah, like whoever these people are, they're at a distance. So those could be the people, that are thirsty for somebody's energy, trying to attach to somebody's energy. But, yeah, they fooled themselves. It says, blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. So something about, yeah, some people being disloyal out here. Yeah, some disloyal lying pocket watchers. We got 1111. So you could be seeing 1111 a lot. But somebody, yeah, they could be, like going through a spiritual awakening out here. Or somebody, could just be, yeah, like awakening, yeah, to some stuff. Anything else? Yep. There's somebody or some people that, yeah, like they believe that good things come fast and easy. So it's like, yeah, well, if we just kick in they dough, and take what they got, then yeah, we'll be set. Wrong door to plot on. I don't know, somebody, could have made some type of false reports and it has something to do with a public brawl. Or maybe, somebody said, that somebody was involved and somebody was nowhere around. Something about, yeah, some people trying to get evidence. But they could find out that, yeah, the proof of wrongdoing was against the person that they were trying to blame. So yeah, somebody's being told, yeah, to continue to be the best version of you. that you could possibly be. Because, yeah, there are some people that definitely, yeah, are sitting in misery, for sure. Is there anything else, Holy Spirit? There's a jealous parent involved. So somebody's jealous parent, you know, could have betrayed somebody, you know, and somebody helped them. I don't know. Some black magic could have backfired on a jealous parent. We got drug trafficking charges. So somebody's back could be against the wall and it could have something to do with some drug trafficking charges. But this is giving me, yeah, like, that could be why somebody's, like, door could get kicked in. But something about, yeah, people feel inadequate, so they talk ish about you, you know? So it could, yeah, but it's lies is what I feel like. But somebody's back could be against the wall because of, yeah, some type of drug trafficking charges. We got a cousin, so there's a cousin involved. Yeah, somebody done acquired money by cutting corners. Mm-hmm. So somebody, you know, has to make some type of decision. I feel like somebody, you know, is being told, you know, to take some time, you know, to think it over. There could be a rat in the community, in somebody's community. So, yeah, the rat in the community, you know, could have made false reports about somebody. I don't know. The rat in the community could be in somebody's family. It could be somebody's cousin. But, yeah, somebody's stuck in fear out here. Somebody needs to, yeah, not let, you know, like, fear, you know, yeah, like, cause you, you know, to make a irrational decision. But yeah, somebody was on a power trip. It could be because, yeah, like, they're losing their power. They're losing, you know, like, yeah, respect. They're losing credibility. So this is giving me, yeah, like, somebody, you know, wants to gain some type of respect, gain some type of power. Nah. Somebody's being told, you know, to, yeah, keep your feet on the ground. Keep moving forward. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could have made some type of false reports, you know, to get a restraining order on somebody, or somebody, you know, could, yeah, need to get a restraining order. But there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, violated, you know, somebody's boundaries in a major way out here. Anything else? Yep. Can't make it up. Yeah. Homes are being raided. So be aware, because there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be coming towards somebody with their hand out. Whoever these people are, yeah, they're holding on to the way things were. So, yeah, like, still in that, you know, street life, criminal life mindset, you know. But there is somebody or some people holding on to the way things were. Somebody's not, you know, the past version of them. So, yeah. But yeah, these people, you know, like, yeah, like, trying to attach to somebody's energy, thinking, you know, that they're gonna be able to run from this. Yeah, they can't run from this. Yeah, so there could be some people, you know, that, yeah, could be quiet as a church mouse, but something about, yeah, church. I don't know, somebody, you know, could be trying to run to church, but yeah, you can't run from, yeah, what's about to take place. We got a karmic, so there's a karmic involved. Somebody, you know, could be about to receive, yeah, some information about a court case, or something about, yeah, a rat in the community, you know, releasing information about, you know, like a court case. That could be why people could be quiet as church mouses. We got October, November, December, so yeah, we're in October. So something, you know, could take place, yeah, for the next 3 months, yeah. Going back to Pandora's box, so yeah, like the events, you know, taking place because Pandora's box was open, yeah, could last, you know, for months. But yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, karma is getting the last laugh. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.